When I say Cloudflare, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Probably security, right? CDNs, DDoS protection, and yeah, that's what most people think. But what if I told you that's only half the story? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the other side of Cloudflare, the side that's not just a shield, but an incredible toolkit for building the future of the internet. So, is that what you're thinking? A security guard for your website? A big, powerful firewall? Let's take that idea and flip it completely on its head. Because get this, Cloudflare is also one of the world's most powerful, globally distributed computers. It's a full-on platform where you can build and run entire applications right on their network. This is a huge shift in how we think about building for the web. So let's dive into what that actually means. To really get how Cloudflare becomes a global computer, we've got to move past the old idea of a single central server somewhere. We need to go to the edge. So what in the world is the edge? Well, just imagine a massive network of servers spread across hundreds of cities all over the globe. The edge is basically a platform that lets you run your code on all of those servers at once. And the benefit is dead simple: speed. When your code runs closer to your users, you slash the latency, which means a way faster, more reliable, and massively scalable app for them. Okay, so this global computer exists. How do we actually, use it? Well, the first tool in our developer toolbox is Cloudflare Workers. Now, Workers are a serverless platform, which honestly is a total game changer for developers. It means you can write your code in something like JavaScript or Python and just deploy it. You don't ever have to worry about managing servers, virtual machines, containers, or any of that infrastructure headache. You just focus on your code, and Cloudflare handles everything else. Let's make this super practical. Imagine you've got an online store and a customer from, say, Germany visits your site. Before that request even gets a chance to touch your main server, a worker intercepts it right there at the edge, checks the location, and instantly redirects them to your European storefront. It's way faster for the user, and it takes a load off your main infrastructure. It all happens just milliseconds away from them. I love this analogy because it just clicks. Instead of one big central HQ that everyone has to go to, you've got these little local service desks everywhere. Workers are basically those service desks for your code, giving everyone a better experience by being right where they are. So running code at the edge is awesome. But applications need data, right? Where do you store it? For that, Cloudflare gives us two key solutions: R2 and D1. This chart breaks down the difference perfectly. R2 is like your massive cloud warehouse. It's for all the big, unstructured stuff. Images, videos, backups, you name it. Then you've got D1, which is more like a smart digital filing cabinet. It's perfect for structured data like user accounts, product info, or orders. Having both of these right at the edge means you can build really complex, data-heavy apps without slowing things down. All right, we have our code and our data. Now, how do we get our website live for everyone to see? That's where Cloudflare Pages comes in. The whole idea behind Cloudflare Pages is to make deployment completely effortless, and the magic is how it connects directly with Git. You just hook up your GitHub repository, and Pages pretty much handles the rest. The workflow for a developer is just so slick. You push your new code to GitHub, and that's it. Seriously. Pages automatically sees the change, builds your website, and then, poof, deploys it across Cloudflare's entire global network in an instant. This analogy really brings it home. It really is like a global publishing platform. You hit publish, and your website is immediately available everywhere in the world. Now, let's look at something a little more futuristic. Let's talk about how you can build the next generation of intelligent applications at the edge with something called Cloudflare Vectorize. Okay, vector database might sound a little intimidating, but the concept is pretty simple. It's a database that's built specifically for AI. Instead of just matching keywords, it helps your applications understand the actual meaning and context of your data. This is the secret sauce behind smarter search and recommendation engines. Let's use an example. A user comes to your online store and types this into the search bar. They're not just throwing keywords at you, they're describing a concept. A traditional search engine might totally whiff on this if the words comfortable or winter aren't in the product title. But with Vectorize, the system understands the user's intent. It looks beyond those specific words and finds products that are related by meaning, like insulated trail runners or cushioned cold weather shoes. It delivers what the user actually wants, which is a massive upgrade to their experience. The smart librarian analogy is just perfect for this. Vectorize doesn't just match words on a page. It understands your request and finds exactly what you're really looking for. It's intelligence, built right into your app. So when you put all of these pieces together, you start to see the bigger picture. This isn't just a random collection of tools. It's a complete, integrated platform. So let's recap our new developer toolbox. You have workers for your logic and compute. You've got R2 for big files and D1 for your structured data. You have Pages for instant, global deployment. And you've got Vectorize for building those next-gen AI features. It's everything you need. And what this all adds up to is a really fundamental shift. It's the ability to build, deploy, store data, and scale your applications to a global audience, all without ever having to think about a traditional, centralized server again. So the big takeaway is this. The old model is being replaced by a new one, where the entire global network is the computer. It's an incredibly powerful idea. And it leaves us with just one question. What will you build with it?